It's the Les Paul Show. The next quarter hour is dedicated to the principle that all music programs are not created equal. This one came out of a close clinch between Les Paul and a recording machine, and so it's described as transcribed. Now, here he is, Les Paul.
Hello, folks. This is Les Paul speaking, and with me I have my wife, Mary.
Hi.
Her professional name is Mary Ford, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I have my electric guitar with me, guitar or guitar, depending who you are and where you're listening from.
And your invention.
Oh, yes, I have my invention. You mean the one that blew the fuse last week?
That's the one.
You would mention that. Well, it's a gadget that I use to make one guitar sound like 7 or 8 and make Mary sound like 3 or 6 people.
Or a glee club, maybe?
Well, no, maybe about it. One of these days, maybe tonight, I'll get it working just right, and then it'll be just as successful as my other inventions.
You mean like the rubberized pants pocket for wet wallets that you invented?
Well, that one didn't catch on. Anyway, here's our first tune. It's a good old standby, and it did catch on. Sweet Sue.
Mm-hmm. That sure was good, Les.
Thank you, Mary.
Why, if I wasn't standing here watching you, I wouldn't believe you played all that music yourself.
Well, you're very kind.
Well, I'm proud of my husband.
Well, I'm proud of my wife, too. In fact, I was just thinking, I'm glad I'm married. I'm glad I'm settled down. I feel sorry for all the single guys.
Why?
Well, a single guy's got to go through the routine of going over to a gal's house, waiting a couple hours for her to get dressed.
Oh.
You know, Mary, I can't figure out yet why a gal will fool around for 2 hours putting on a get-up just to go sit in a dark movie. Well, you can't see it anyway. About the only time you get to see a girl is when you're standing in front of the ticket office where the lights are flashing. Then you only see her off and on.
It's cute.
You know, back home, we never had to wait for a girl to get dressed. They just take their apron off and they were ready to go.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I'm ready to go, too. You got a tune?
Confessing.
Confessing. All right, let's...
I'm confessing that I love you. Tell me, do you love me too? I'm confessing that I need you. Honest, I do. Need you every moment. And
Mary, that was okay.
Thank you.
Very good.
It sure is strange, though, to sing into a microphone and hear three of me.
Well, that reminds me, I got a card from a fellow here who writes, he says, Dear Les, I have only one wife, and she nags at me so much she sounds like three. Maybe you could make her sound like one.
You better help that man.
That's the reverse English. I wished I could, but I haven't been able to figure that one out yet.
Say, here's a card here requesting Goofus.
Goofus, that's a good old-timer. Let's take a whirl at that one.
Good. I sure like that. That's a great arrangement.
Thank you. Well, it's anything but an arrangement. Those are the kind of things that you read the card, they ask for Goofus, and, well, you just play, that's all. Mary, that reminds me of a guy back home. He was a one-man band, and he wanted to challenge me. He said he played the cymbals with his knees, a bass drum with one leg, and the bass fiddle with the other leg, a banjo with his feet.
My goodness.
So I asked him, I says, well, what did you play with your hands? He says, with my hands. He says, I hold those over my ears. Who can stand the noise?
That's cute.
Well, anyway, here's Night and Day. Mary's going to sound like a glee club. In fact, with a little luck, listen to the Mary Fords go by.
Night and day, night and day, you are the one, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun, and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are. I think of you night and day. Day making love to you. Day and night, night and day. And its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you. Day and night, night and day, night and Les, you did it.
Well, sure.
Oh, I take back all those things I said about you.
Listen, now I'll make you sound like a million people.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're wonderful.
Well, that's one more invention off the list.
Now you can concentrate on that other invention.
Well, that one didn't turn out so good, Mary. Folks, I was building a little radio, the world's smallest radio. But I built it so small that when I listened to Fibber, McGee, and Molly, all I could hear was Molly.
Oh, good night.
Wait for me. So long, folks.
You've been listening to The Les Paul Show, a transcribed illusion made up of 1 part Les Paul on the guitar and 1 part Mary Ford on the vocals. Both parts coming to you from Hollywood's Radio City. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.